All right, so Annette Brown is going to give us a little bit of the Women's Healing Circle, guided reflection and storytelling.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thank you all for. Gosh, I'm the last one. That's a whole lot to follow. A whole lot. Healing circles. This is a healing circle. So I don't know how much I could talk about that because my healing circles is not on this magnitude that I do in Albany. But reflection and my journey. And when Amanda asked me, I was like, what am I supposed to talk about? And Mona Lisa said, well, the journey that you're on and how you got here, where you plan on going, and what it takes. A little bit earlier today, we were in here, and I post a lot on social media. And someone said, someone made a comment to a lady that I brought with me and said, oh, you're hanging out with that lady who didn't raise her kids. I get that a lot. And I need tissue because I'm a big crybaby. No, I get that a lot. For one, I'm a published author, 5 stars on Amazon, book 1, book 2, and book 3 we just published last month, Collaborative Stories, and we were the best-selling book that published that day on Amazon. So when people do that to me and throw that at me, and read my book. I refer them right to Amazon because there's no secrets in what I've been through in my life. This journey that I'm on has been the hardest journey ever. I come from childhood molestation that my dad liked me a whole lot, but my mother didn't like me none. So then I went to the crack epidemic. 20 years, I retired from that some years ago, but I was a part of that epidemic. While in my addiction, they killed my son. No, I didn't raise my oldest son. He was 5. They said, he's better off with his father because the mother has a drug problem. Had a drug problem. And today, on this journey, Parents of Angel Children, I started last year, the 10th year of Wayne's death, because I said, I got to do something. There's people hurting all over. And let me start something. Let me put a name to this. Since I started that, I have gotten, what do you know? You didn't change his pamper. I have gotten, I'm a fraud. They're talking to a mother whose child died by gun violence. I had a woman, I do a support group every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. I don't miss my group. If I have a flight, I'm going to book it where we land in at 10 or where we're getting on at 10 because I do a lot of traveling. I had a lady in my group attack me because she heard the podcast about my son. They never mentioned me. Even in his obituary, I'm the fine print at the very bottom on the last page. So when I cry, I got a lot of pain, but I got a lot of tears of joy. Because today I stand and I'm helping mothers across this nation. When I came here last year, Ruth is not in the room right now, but she referred me. And I was awarded last year for the Courage and Conviction by MJE. Because they say, oh, you post too much. You're always on social media. Everything I do goes on social media. How do you think my book became bestseller? How do you think they found me Courage and Conviction? Just September, right after my retreat, I was awarded in Washington, D.C. for the 100 Global Women Icons. So when they go and tell me I don't understand or try to throw up my past addiction, I was 14 years old. I got tired of my father touching me, so I went to the streets. When people look at me, they're like, that is not her story. Please buy my book, because it's all in there. So I came last year, and we started Parents of Angel Children through a support group online. And then I started doing quarterly events. We didn't have no money. When I go back and I look at the budget that we spent last year, I spent $17,000 of my husband's money. I maxed out his credit cards and everything to take these women to a retreat but this year, after MJE last year, they said you should connect with Mona Lisa, and she's not lying. I stayed on tram. Can I get a meeting with her? And after that meeting, Tram, can we schedule next month's meeting? I wasn't playing. I was like, I need some guidance. I need people to tell me that what I'm doing is a good thing and keep going. Don't let the people who want you to stay hindered from your past keep you there. So I keep fighting and I push hard now. I'm coming after Bob next, right? She told me to. But when I started working with Mona Lisa, and if you look in the insert in the book, she's like, your first year, your organization should raise $100,000. I asked her, where'd she come up with that number? Because, I've never seen a $100,000 salary. Like, where'd she come up with that number? But we're almost there. I got 2 staff. Larry's been with me from the beginning, so he's the prop organization, something. He got a title and a check. And because of the traumas that I've been through in my life, I have a zero tolerance for everything. So I remember being in a meeting with a room full of pastors, and there was more pastors in here than the people in here today. And I said, the city's suffering. You all got these churches. You don't open up except for Sunday and pass the basket. I said, but people are hurting in the community. Months later, a pastor walked up to me and said, I brought a building. Can you use it? We are moving in that building Saturday for our open house. Now we can locally help the people in Albany, which is a struggle because it talked about the uncomfortability. This journey has been uncomfortable because of my past. I don't feel like I fit sometimes, but then I got to be like, girl, please, you fit. You deserve all of this because you've been through all of that. It's your season now because we do go through the seasons. I went through, my grief, it hits me. And just here, while we're here, a comment was made like you're with that woman who didn't raise her kids. The cold in some people's hearts. It doesn't matter if we gave birth to a child and gave that child up for adoption. We're gonna feel that pain when you lose a child. My son was 700 miles away from me when I woke up in the middle of the night, right, Larry? I said, something's wrong. They didn't call me on the phone and say Wayne just got shot. When we wake up, we go to the bathroom, our phone's in our hand, right? Facebook told me my son was murdered. So my thrive and my push to help as many hurting people, I'm on this mission like I was when I was strung out on drugs for 20 years in the street. And people are intimidated. And I'll talk to Mona Lisa and I'll talk to many other people. Well, what do I do? That's not the room that you need to be in. Open your own doors. Put your own tables up. And we are doing that Saturday. And I'm telling you, this building we're moving in was empty for years. We went in there. Can I use this building? There was no floors. There was no molding. So God is in my favor because Lowe's and Walmart said, what you need? That part. So we open house on Saturday, and this journey has not been easy. And anybody that wants to start something or has started something and get you a mentor who knows what they're doing, connect with people who mean good for you, and even love the ones that don't mean no good for you. We got to love them too, because I keep my enemies closer than my friends. I sure do. And where I'm at, I do. Where I'm at now, I can see I got the award for the 100 Global Women Icon. Maybe 3,000 people saw that video. In my own city that I live in, I can count on a couple of fingers how many people said congratulations. They're like, how'd she get that? And how'd she do that? January 31st, I'm getting an honorary doctorate from a Christian college in Atlanta, Georgia, for the work that I do. So when I say God's favor and this is my season, I mean, I'm closing out for the 11th annual Mothers Against Violence Conference for MJE. That's something to be proud of. So earlier today, the lady who did the yoga, I was in such an anger, because why would you interrupt my day with what somebody commented on the picture? And so I didn't breathe and stretch and all of that. I was just mad. I was just sitting in there mad. But I prayed for whoever made that comment. And you know what? I'm not going to block anybody. You keep watching what God is doing. Thank you, everybody. All right.